The special teams has been so bad, and yesterday obviously might have been the pinnacle of how bad they can be. Is there a chance that almost as a we hear you from the Crafts,
sacrificial lamb,
that Joe Judge is let go?
I don't think so. And I think that would be very much inconsistent with Bill Belichick. And I think if the Crafts, as I talk out that hypothetical, if the Crafts insisted Bill did that, then I think I could see Bill being like, I will not sell one of my coaches down the river. Like, we're in this. We're going to try to get out of it together. Like, that would be, I'm trying to think 24 years, there might be maybe one coach, maybe two that Bill has moved on from during the season. And it's been like, for stuff that we wouldn't detect, you know what I mean? Like on the surface. So
sure.
That would really surprise me, guys.
All right. And so they get blown out by Indianapolis. Still no changes, you think? Not necessarily with Bill Belichick, just ride the season out, let it ride.
That's the way I've been thinking, guys. But I have to tell you, it's my instinct, it's my opinion. It's not based on any concrete facts that I can bang the table on and say we're in it, till the end here.
When you watch Mac Jones against these opposing quarterbacks, because I thought, I've been saying it all year, and I mean, I'm just with my eyes, like even when they beat Buffalo, it's obvious how much better Josh Allen is. But Josh Allen's, when he's on, is one of, at least physically, one of the best quarterbacks in football. But Sam Howell was drafted, I learned from Joe Murray, later than Billy Zappi. I mean, this is no like prize prospect, but in my opinion, I know Howell didn't play a perfect game, but I mean, just physically, like the things he can do, it just do you see that week in and week out, just how limited Mac Jones is physically, or is that, as someone who's around the team way more than I am in their practice, is that overrated?
No, I think, physically, I think the point is fair. I don't think Mac probably would have run 24 yards on 3rd and 23.
Well, the team put forth such an effort to stop him at that point. I mean,
how many missed tackles?
I mean, how can
Jesus
two guys
Christ.
bring down Sam Howell? Go ahead.
They gave up 6 plays of 20 yards or more defensively, so that's part of the, the
Right.
disgust in the performance. But I think, and Howell threw for 325 yards. The tough part for me, Fred, is, look, Mac has his limitations. I think I say the same thing I said last week with Miami. Like, I would like to see what it looked like if Mac was throwing a Terry McLaurin and some of these other guys. Like, it's Jalen Reagor, who wasn't even with him in training camp, was their number one receiver in the game. It's just, I do think there's a talent part of this around Mac, and that's not to spare Mac of accountability for it, but it's a combination of everything. Mac can do some things better, and I think the organization could have surrounded Mac with better players to make it easier to bring out his assets.
Well, that's an indictment of the talent when you're like, look at Washington. Like, look at what they got.
Good
like,
Lord.
that's and by the way, Washington, who traded away arguably their two best players, and got assets back. And just real quick, does that reflect negatively on the Patriots? You look at this now and be like, why did the Patriots not make a move?
I think it reflects negatively on them, not from that standpoint, but more from the standpoint of, this is a team that, like you said, traded away 2 of their better players. I wouldn't say 2 of their best.
Yeah,
but
I
2
don't
of
know
their
their
better,
roster that bad.
No, but 2 of their players, it's fair though. 2 of their better players. They're coming into your home stadium, and that's a game you should win. Like, you take it to them and let them know, like, hey, your team was selling off assets for the future, and you couldn't do that. To me, that's the negative reflection on the Patriots. And I have to say, like, it's eye-opening to me, because I thought after that Buffalo game, maybe they had found a little something and they were going to put something together, and it's gone in the other direction.
Well, the good news is, when the hell else were you going to go to Frankfurt, Germany?
That's
so
right.
good for you. You get to go to Frankfurt, Germany,
Enjoy yourself.
which I would like. I would like to go there.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, but it seems like Germany, where the
German stuff happens.
Well, hopefully modern German
that?
stuff happens. Hopefully,
It's Germany.
We're only less than 100 years from Germany being very bad, But hopefully it's very good over there. All right, Mike Reiss, thank you so much for the time, sir.